Hello, dear students. Today we will do chapter number 10 in your book Moments. Name of the chapter is The Beggar, which is written by Anton Chekhov. You have already seen many beggars in our surroundings, in the streets, on the road, on the red light, even. Do you think begging is not a good, not for the beggar, not for the person who gives them alms? Actually, in our country, it is an illegal offense. We should always try to stop it, and we should not give alms to the beggars, and by doing so we are promoting this task. Therefore, we should always be careful that we should always try to stop this evil from our society, to remove this evil from our society. Let us come to know about the author. Anton Chekhov was a Russian playwright who wrote this story, and he was a short story writer also. He is considered to be among the greatest of short fiction in history. His career as a playwright produced four classics, and his best short stories are held in high esteem by writers and critics. Chekhov was also influenced the work of Japanese playwrights, including Shimizu Kunio, Yoji Sakate, and Ei Nagai. His work has also served as inspiration or being referenced in numerous films too. Let us come to know about the story. In the beginning, the story starts with an advocate whose name is Sergei. He came across a beggar. He was dressed in very poor clothes. He was crying and requested Sergei to have pity on him. He told Sergei that he had the offer of a position in Kaluga, but he did not have money to get there. So he wanted some money to pay for the fare. Sergei looked at the beggar and he looked at him closely. Suddenly he remembered that he had seen him the previous day in Sadovia Street. Then he had told him that he was a student and had been expelled for not paying the fees. At first the beggar denied the charge, but when Sergei rebuked him, he admitted that he earned his living by telling lying. He told Sergei that his name was Lushkov and he was out of work at present. Sergei refused to give him alms, but he said that he would give him work to earn the money. He would give him the work of chopping wood. He brought Lushkov to his own home. He called his maidservant Olga and told her to take him into the woodshed and get some wood chopped. Sergei could see from a room that Lushkov was weak as well as unwilling to do the task of chopping the woods. However, after 1 hour, Olga came and told Sergei that the wood had been chopped. Sergei gave Lushkov half a ruble for this task. After getting wood chopped, Sergei was happy that he had helped a man. He had reformed a beggar. He told Lushkov that he could come on the first of every month and chop wood for money. Thus Lushkov came on the first of every month. Although he was so weak that he could hardly stand on his legs, yet there was always work for him, and he did it. Sometimes it was chopping of wood. Other times he had to shovel snow. Shovel means there is to remove the snow from the pathway by having an equipment, or to put the woodshed in order. Sometimes he was asked to beat the dust out of mattresses and rugs. Every time he received 20 to 40 kopecks. Kopecks means a currency, like we have paise and rupee. So there is kopek. One day Sergei moved to another house. He hired Lushkov to help in packing and hauling of furniture, carrying the furniture. This time he was silent and sober. After the work was done, Sergei offered to find better work for him. He asked Lashkov, whether he know how to write. Lashkov Lashkov told him that that he was able to read and write. He wrote a letter to one of his friends, and he gave the letter to Lashkov and told him that he would find the job of copying the written matter, and he would earn better in such a way. In this way, Sergei helped Lashkov, and he was placed at having out a man on the right path. He was happy that he has placed a beggar to live a life of common man, honest man, and hardworking man. Now, after this, Sergei did not come across Lashkov for approximately 2 years. Then one day he came across Lashkov standing at the ticket window of a theater, paying for a seat. He was wearing a coat collar of curly fur and sealskin cap. Sergei recognized him instantly. Lashkov also told him that now he was a notary and was paid 35 rubles a month. Sergei was pleased to hear this. He congratulated Lashkov for standing on his own feet in life. At this, Lashkov disclosed something to him. He said that it was not because of him, but his maidservant, because of her, he had reformed himself. When he used to come to his house to chop wood, he could not do so because he was very weak and inexperienced one in such tasks. Then Olga would take pity on him and chop the wood for him. She usually wept for him also, cried for him also. He told Sergei that he never chopped a single stick. It was all done by Volga. Her kindness transformed him. He stopped drinking and started earning his living by such this task by being a notary. So friends, here we have come to know that how a beggar's life transformed into a normal person's life. Like we people that we do work and then we get money for all these things, whatever we do. So this is a regular task. This is a normal life, common people life, common man's life, that common man has to do a lot of hard work to earn. He has to do the work not only hard but with honesty also. Then also we can say that he is a good person. If any person do some wrong deeds and then earn money, then earns money, we do not like that person. So, this story gives us the message that it is through counseling and benevolence that a wayward can see his errors and mend his life. Of course, it is possible. If we see that a person is going wrong in his life, going on some wrong path in his life, so we should always try to counsel him. We should always try to make him realize his mistake and even help him if it is possible. By doing so, we can make a wrong person into a right one. So, this is the uh, good service to humanity in real sense. If all will do hard work, if all will do work, if all will do show some honesty, if all will be able to do some hard work for work, for earning, then there will be no problem for any person because everybody is doing his work and getting reward for this. So, Lashkov, as he believes that honest labor can reform a person, Olga, on the other hand, helps Lashkov without making demands on him. She cheats him, but also helps him to survive. She chides him, means she always got angry with him, but still she helped him a lot. Her humane approach proves more effective as it forces Lashkov to realize his mistakes and reform himself. One more message the story gives us, that is, the people should feel ashamed of begging. Everyone should try to work and earn his livelihood. If you are ready to work, you will always get some job or the other. So one should live a life of honor. Of course, when we live a life, when we live a life of hard work, when we live a life for doing some task, after doing some task and then earn some money for our livelihood, then definitely we are life our life will be full of honor. We are living a life with honor even. This is another message in the lesson, that is the attitude shown by Olga, who was the maid. Olga shows affection to Lushkov and helps him to quit drinking. So this means that we should not hate anybody. We should always have a compassionate soul. We should always have a sympathetic approach to such person who are on the wrong path. We always try to make them realize their mistake with patience. By this, we can change this world. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay home, stay healthy.